So students, today we are going to start very important chapter for class 9, that is lines and angles. So firstly we discuss the theory part and then we do the NCERT exercise, each and every questions we solve including with examples. But firstly we will have to understand the theory part. So firstly we will talk about the angles. What is angles? So the definition of angles is union of two non-collinear rays. And angle is the union of two non-collinear rays. Two non-collinear rays with a common initial point. With a common initial point. With a common initial point. An angle is the union of two non-collinear rays. So two words come here, union and non-collinear. So firstly we understand what is the meaning of union and non-collinear. So the union of two non-collinear rays. Rays means non-collinear rays means those rays which do not lie on the same line. If the rays do not lie in the same line, then the rays are called non-collinear, and if the ray lies on the same line, then they are called collinear. And union means, you understand, the combination. So an angle is the union of two non-collinear rays. So there must be two rays and they must be non-collinear. Means they do not lie on the same line. So suppose AB and AC are two non-collinear rays. AB and AC, these are two non-collinear rays because they do not lie on the same straight line. And the common initial point, with a common initial point, A is the common initial point for both the rays. So the angle is represented by, here the angle is called A. Angle A, angle is represented by this sign, or it can be written as angle BAC. The angle which we have to represent would be taken in the middle, angle BAC or angle CAB. We will have to keep it in the middle, which angle we want to represent. So angle is the union, means combination of two non-collinear rays, means the rays which do not lie on the same line. So here the angle is angle A, or it is represented by BAC, or it can also be represented by angle CAB or angle CAB. We can represent this angle by numeric value. We can also represent by angle 1, angle 1, angle 2, angle 3. By any numeric value, we can represent the angle. Now we talk about the interior of angle and exterior of angle. Interior of angle. Interior of angle. So the point lies inside the angle. The point lies inside the angle are called interior point, interior of angle. So in this region, the any point lie is called interior of angle. The point lies inside the angle is called interior of angle, and it can be defined as the set of all points in its plane which lie on the same side. The set of all points. The set of all points in a plane. The set of all points in a plane. This is the plane, and the set of all points in a plane which lie on the same side. Which lie on the same side of AB. Which lie on the same side of AB. The set of all points in a plane which lie on the same side of AB as C. AB as C. Same side of AB as C. All these points lie in the plane is called interior of angle. The set of all points in a plane which lie on the same side of AB as C, or on the same side of AC, or on the same side of AC as B, on the same side of AC as B, are called interior of angle. Are called interior of angles. Interior of angles. So the set of all points lie in a plane on the same side of AB as C, or on the same side of AC as B, is called interior of angle. Now about exterior of angle. The third point is exterior of angle. So the angle lies outside. Exterior means the exterior is the set of all points which do not lie, the set of all points in a plane. The set of all points in a plane which do not lie. The set of all points in a plane. The set of all points in a plane which do not lie on the angle, which do not lie in the interior of angle, which do not lie in the interior of angle, is called exterior of angles. It's called exterior of angle. So the set of all points which do not lie in the interior is called exterior of angles. Now the next thing is we discuss about congruent angles. Congruent angles. And for this congruent angle axiom, we studied about congruent angle axiom. When two angles are said to be congruent, when two angles are said to be congruent, so two congruent angles have the same measure. If two angles have the same measure, then if two angles have the same measure, if two angles have the same measure, then they are called congruent. Then they are called congruent. When two angles have the same measure, then they are called congruent. If two angles have the same measure, then they are called congruent. So this is about the basic concept of angle, and angle is the union of two non-collinear rays with a common initial point. Angle is represented by this sign. It is represented by either A, angle 1, angle PAC, or angle CAB. Then we studied the interior of angles. All the point lies inside the range, inside the common range, inside the range. It's called interior of angles, and all the points in a plane which do not lie in the interior are called exterior of angles. And if two angles have the same measure, then they are called congruent angles. If two angles have the same measure, then they are called congruent angles. Last, which we have seen about congruent angles. Now we talk about types of angles. Types of angles. First is right angle. An angle whose measure is 90 degree or 90 degree angle is called right angle. An angle whose measure is 90 degree called right angle. Right angle. An angle whose measure is 90 degree or 90 degree angle is called right angle. So if there are two rays, non-collinear rays, OA and OB, and if the angle between them is 90 degree, means angle AOB equals to 90 degree, then angle AOB is called right angle. If angle AOB is 90 degree, then this angle is also called right angle. Next is acute angle. Acute angle. An angle whose measure is less than 90 degree. An angle whose measure is less than 90 degree are called acute angle. As for example, 20 degree, 10 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree, all they are acute angles. So acute angle lies between 0 and 90 degree. The angle more than 0 degree but less than 90 degree. More than 0 degree but less than 90 degree angle is called acute angle. An angle whose measure is less than 90 degree is called acute angle. angle AOC. AOC. This is acute angle because its measure lies between 0 to 90 degree. This angle is less than 90 and more than 0. So angle AOC is called acute angle. Acute angle means the angle whose measure is less than 90 degree but more than 0 degree. It's called acute angle. So an angle whose measure is less than 90 degree. Next is obtuse angle. An angle whose measure is more than 90 degrees. An angle whose measure is more than 90 degrees but less than 180 degree. An angle whose measure is more than 90 degree but less than 180 degree is called obtuse angle. Is called obtuse angle. So the angle whose value and whose measure lie between 90 to 180 means more than 90 degree but less than 180 degree is called obtuse angle, like angle O, the two edges OA and OB. So here the angle AOB. This angle AOB is more than 90 degree but it is less than 180 degree. So angle AOB is called obtuse angle. Is called obtuse angle. So three types of angle we have studied. The right angle whose measure is 90 degree is called right angle. Then acute angle, an angle whose measure is less than 90 degree but more than 0 degree is called acute angle. And the third we studied obtuse angle, an angle whose measure is more than 90 degree but less than 180 degree is called obtuse angle. The angle lies between 90 degree and 180 degree is called obtuse angle. Then fourth type is straight angle. A straight angle. So an angle whose measure is 180 degree is called a straight angle. An angle whose measure is 180 degree is called obtuse angle. So obtuse angle is made by two opposite rays. Suppose there are two opposite rays, OA and OB. They are directly opposite rays. So they form a straight angle. The angle formed by two opposite rays is 180 degree. So this is called a straight angle. An angle whose measure is 180 degree is called a straight angle. So we have studied four type of angles. First is right angle. An angle whose measure is 90 degree is called right angle. Second is acute angle. An angle whose measure is more than 0 degree but less than 90 degree is called acute angle. The third type of angle which we studied, obtuse angle. An angle whose measure is more than 90 degree but less than 180 degree is called obtuse angle. And fourth type we studied, a straight angle. An angle whose measure is 180 degree, exactly 180 degree is called a straight angle. And a straight angle is formed by two directly opposite rays. Then we talk about reflex angle. Reflex angle. The fifth is reflex angle. An angle whose measure is more than 180 degree. An angle whose measure is more than 180 degree is called reflex angle. Is called reflex angle. An angle whose measure is more than 180 degree is called reflex angle. O, A and B. So this angle is more than 180 degree and this is called reflex angle. The angle whose measure is more than 180 degree. This is outer angle. Outer angle is called reflex angle. So reflex angle is the angle whose measure is more than 180 degree. It's called reflex angle. Then we find the complementary angle. Complementary angle. Suppose you have interior angle is given. One thing, important thing. Suppose you have interior angle is given. You have interior angle. So this is the interior angle. And this interior angle is obtuse angle. It is more than 180. So suppose this angle is 110 degree. If you have given the interior angle and you have to find the reflex angle, then the formula for finding the reflex angle is found equals to 360 degree, because total angle formed at the point, at any point the total angle formed is 360 degree. So if we have given the interior angle and we have to find the reflex angle, then we use the formula for finding the reflex angle equals to 360 minus interior angle. 360 minus interior angle. So here we have supposed the interior angle is 110 degree. So we get the reflex angle as 250 degree. So in this case, if interior angle is 110 degree, then we can calculate the reflex angle, and which would be calculated by subtracting the interior angle from the 360 degree. Why from 360 degree? Because at any point the total angle made is 360 degree. So here the reflex angle comes to be 250 degree, and it comes by subtracting the interior angles from the 360 degree. Now we talk about complementary angles. Complementary angles. So two angles whose sum is 90 degree. Two angles whose sum is 90 degree. Two angles whose sum is 90 degree are called complementary angles. Are called complementary angles. Two angles whose sum is 90 degree are called complementary angles. Suppose you have given one angle 30 degree. 30 degree angle you have given, and you have to find its complementary angle. So for finding the complementary angle, we subtract the given angle from 90 degree. So 90 minus 30, 60 degree. So the complementary angle we get 60 degree because the sum of these two angles is 90 degree. 30 plus 60 is 90 degree. If one angle is given 75 degree, then for finding the complementary angle, you subtract 75 degree from 90 degree because the sum of two complementary angles is 90 degree. So for finding the complementary angles, we subtract the given angles from 90 degree. So we can represent the complementary angles by diagram. Suppose there are two angles. This is ray OA, OB and OC. And this angle is X and this angle is Y. So angle X plus angle Y equals to 90 degree. So X and Y are called complementary angles. Here X and Y are called complementary angles. Now let us do a question. An angle is 20 degree less than its complement. An angle is 20 degree less than its complement. Find the measure. An angle is 20 degree less than its. The question is, let us see one of the example. An angle is less than 20 degree by its complement. An angle is less than 20 degree by its complement. Then find the angle. This is the question. An angle is less than 20 degree. An angle is less than 20 degree by its complement. Then find the angle. So let us see how to do. We suppose let the angle be X. Let the angle be X. If the angle be X, then we find its complement angle. Then its complement angle must be 90 minus X. Because for finding the complementary angle, we subtract the given angle from 90 degree. Now the statement is, an angle is less than 20 degree by its complement. So the angle we supposed X and complement is 90 minus X. Complement is 90 minus X. And angle is less than 20 degree by its complement. An angle is less than 20 degree by its complement. Then we solve this. So it becomes 90 minus X and minus 20. And minus X will go on left side. It becomes plus. So X plus X, 2X equals to 90 minus 20, 70. And we get the value of X equals to 70 by 2, 35 degree. So the angle, the result comes to be 35 degree. X equals to 35 degree. The angle is 35 degree. Now the next type of angles we study in the next video.